Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all, that way you don't miss out on any more videos. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram with all my links down in the description box down below. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. Another day, another drama, and today we're going to be talking about what Keemstar said on Twitter, as well as Nikkietutorials breaking her silence on the robbery that recently happened at her house. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video titled Jeffree Star Palette Drama and Bryce Hall Needs to be Stopped, I will link that in a card up over here, as well as down in the description box down below, so definitely make sure you go and check that out as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. The other day, Nikkietutorials took to Twitter to release a statement after Insider had broke a story that her house had been broken into and she had been robbed. Here is what Nikki had to say. Nikkietutorials statement read, "Earlier today, one of my biggest nightmares became reality when we were robbed at our own home. Dylan and myself got attacked, but physically we're okay. Mentally, it's a whole other story. I'm writing this message for now to let you know that we are okay and safe. Thank you for understanding as I take the next couple of days to myself." And then yesterday, Nikkietutorials posted a video titled "Letting You Know I'm Okay, Makeup Therapy," in which she discussed a little bit about what happened to her, but she said that she couldn't go into many details because it's still an ongoing investigation. And from the looks of it, she is still filming in the same studio that she was always filming in, which I'm assuming is in her house. Now, I know once people get broken into, they feel really violated and they don't like to be in that same place. So for her to be able to stay in her house as well as stay in that same studio and go in front of the camera and talk about what happened, it takes a really strong person. I know a lot of people who have been robbed and broken into, and the first thing that they do afterwards is move because they no longer feel safe. So hopefully Nikkietutorials has hired a security team and upgraded security so this doesn't happen again. But Nikki took to her video to let everybody know that she is okay and she's doing well, and she just wanted to talk to everybody and do some makeup therapy. And here's what Nikki had to say in her video.
In these years, I got to do some of the most amazing things, but also shared my darkest days with you. And I can tell you, today is one of those dark days. A couple of days ago, Dylan and I were part of one of my worst nightmares. We were robbed at gunpoint at our own home. And even though I can't tell you too much because there's still a very ongoing investigation, I do want to let you know that I'm okay. I may not look like I'm okay right now, but I'm okay. Having one of those worst nightmares come true is very surreal, but it also puts a lot of things in perspective. Now more than ever, you realize that family is everything. And being in good health is even more important. So maybe one day I'll be able to tell you everything, but right now it's impossible for my mental state, but also for the law, because we're trying to do everything to make this right. One of the silver linings in my life, now here we go, this is gonna sound so cliche, has always been makeup. And that's one thing I won't let them take away from me, is my love for makeup. So I bought a Barbie. Makeup has helped me through my darkest days, losing my little brother, more stuff happening in my personal life. Makeup has always been that one thing that I could do to clear my mind, focus on some other stuff. It is literally therapy to me. Every time I had one of those dark days, I had you there to support me, and you have been there for me so much. I can't thank you enough for the messages I've seen on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere. And knowing that there's such a huge group of people out there who are rooting for us, who are loving us, who are wishing us nothing but the best, thank you. Honestly, thank you. Life is really unfair, but it is up to us to keep fighting every single second of the day. My dear Glow Babies, I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. I want to thank you for being there for us, for giving us time, for respecting us and having our backs. In life, the most important thing is health, family, and friendships. I am so beyond grateful to be able to sit in my studio today and film a brand new video for you guys like nothing ever happened, because makeup will always be therapy to me, And I want to thank you for providing a platform where I can truly be me and let go of all fears. I love you so much, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.
I can't even imagine how Nikkietutorial is feeling, but I'm glad to hear that both her and her fiance are well and that they are doing okay. If Nikkietutorial needs to take any more time off, I'm sure a lot of people will understand because something like this can be very traumatizing. So definitely go over to Nikkie's channel and send her some love because she's going through a really tough time right now. Definitely make sure you check out her video as well because she shares some other information in that video too. But I'd love to know what you think about Nikkie's statement down in the comments below. Alright, let's go ahead and switch gears on over to Keemstar. The other day, Keemstar took to his Twitter to put out the following video.
Listen, I know I'm going to come across like I'm preaching to the choir, but I keep seeing these stories of the Jake Pauls, the TikTokers, and some of my friends out there partying in LA, constant going to parties and parties and parties and parties. And I seen a tweet earlier today from Taylor Caniff. And this mother Taylor said, same people complaining about people partying in LA are the same people, if they was invited, would also show up. Maybe that's true. Maybe there are some kids out there that are fans of some of these influencers in LA and these TikTokers and these YouTubers that would show up to the party. But let me ask you this, all right? What about those fans that had their grandma, that had their grandpa, that had their parents, that had their aunt or uncle? What about them when they're watching these videos that you guys are boldly posting on social media of you out partying with no mask, nothing? How do you think they feel? They probably hate your guts.
Now, it's not every day that I actually agree with something that Keemstar says. Keemstar have had her issues in the past. We've had her back and forth on Twitter. But when I saw this video, I was like, oh my god, finally, somebody with a large platform like this is speaking out about this. Yes, there have been other influencers who have tweeted about this, but Keemstar in his Drama Alert channel has the biggest reach out of everybody that I've seen so far. And I'm like, okay, maybe finally these people are going to start to realize all of these parties are a bad idea. But the fact that this kid that he was talking about was like, okay, well, the same people who are complaining about these parties would go if they were invited. I'm sorry, but I didn't even celebrate my own birthday because we were on lockdown. I didn't go out with my friends. I didn't go out and have a drink. I literally just sat in my house all day, and that's how I spent my birthday. So no, if I was invited, I wouldn't have went. Would some people have gone? Probably, because the only thing that some people care about is meeting their favorite influencer. But those people are just as bad as the people who are throwing these parties if they actually went. But thankfully, Keemstar, of all people, is finally calling these people out. And I'm like, yes, maybe finally these people will start to realize that all these parties are a bad idea. And I'm still waiting for the mayor of LA to follow through on what they said about turning off the electricity and turning off the water to these people who are throwing these parties. It doesn't have to be at the house that these parties are thrown at, but turn off the water and turn off the electricity at the houses that they live in. And then maybe they'll finally get the message. And if you've been following my channel for about the past month, you know that I have definitely spoken out about this multiple times. These parties are getting out of control. We've had Jake Paul throw parties, we had Nikita Dragon throw a birthday party for Lorray, we had the Hype House throw parties, we had other houses throw parties, like I think the Sway House was throwing parties, Not Another Content House or whatever that other house is. I don't even know what that house is. I don't even know anybody who's in that house. I didn't even hear about that house until the other day when I saw somebody post it on Twitter, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's not a content house because I don't even know anybody who's in that house, to be honest. But I'm just like, these parties have got to stop, and I don't understand why they are still allowed to go on. So again, the mayor of LA needs to step in and put an end to this because it's not going to stop until these people start getting arrested and start getting fined. And then on top of that, it turns out there are more houses coming out. We have the Drip Crib that's coming out, we have the Glam House Beverly Hills that's coming out, which most likely means that there's going to be more parties that are going to happen because all these people are going to be getting together, and it's time to say enough is enough. But I would love to know your guys' opinion on that down in the comments below. If you like this video, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all. That way you don't miss another video. If you like my merch, I definitely have that link down in the description box down below, so check that out, as well as my other social medias to Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. So definitely follow me over there if you want to be kept up to date on all the current drama. Alright, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!